All right, so another project room, really just a closet. Yeah, back the bicep tricep plate loader pads. That's going to be a big deal. Those aren't easy pads to deal with. There's the some parts from the Nautilus SPO8 Super Pullover, and the all the bolts. Anyways, I have put the Cybex tricep out in here for storage right now in the closet, just because it's still love this machine. It's just I need to make room for the other stuff. I put the Cybex plate loaded row. It's a very interesting piece, very good piece. You can actually play with the strength curve. If you make the seat longer, you can, and this chest adjustment, you can actually really make the change in the strength curve, just like you can on the Med-X Avenger. Same kind of concept. You can make the more that you sit back on it and put the chest pad out, the steeper it'll fall off toward the end, which can be good or bad. It just depends on what you want, the strength curve. Definitely an interesting machine. I'm glad I got it, but it's not a Med-X Avenger, but it's interesting, and I'm gonna probably play with this a little more, maybe do some mods on it at some point. But right now, it's taking a back seat. I did get new pads for it, I think. Yeah, I just didn't put them on. Anyways, and this, I have a Body Masters overhead tricep coming in. It's one of those pieces that the Body Masters I had been in on the fence for a while. I did have a couple of people. Actually, we just demoed the Body Masters yesterday and then tried this at the same time, just came back, and this clearly won over the Body Masters. I think a lot of people have to try this machine. This one has got a lot of praise on the forum in the past from people from other countries that have tried it. It's just a wonderful overhead tricep, kind of giving you the benefit of a free weight machine with the fact that it's like a cable with a cable attachment. But anyways, I'm getting the Body Masters anyways. I just think it's one of those pieces on the fence about. I think they complement each other pretty well, but if you had to pick one, I'd pick the Panada, but the Body Masters is a great piece as well, so I'm going to keep them both. I've actually got it on the way, so. And that's it, just more endless bolts and shoulder bolts, and endless projects here. So lots of sprockets, all getting replaced by 316 stainless sprockets, because you can take these old sprockets and like some of these are from SPO8. The thing is, the diameter, the thickness of these is the same as the ones with the big C hubs on them, so it really doesn't make much difference because the width is getting eaten up by that hub that they have on these old ones. So you can really interchange any of the Nautilus 19 tooths for any other 19 tooth. Anyways, I just didn't want to deal with drilling them out, and then you have to figure out how you want to finish it. I don't really like powder coating sprockets. The only true lasting forever solution is to use stainless 316 sprockets, which is not cheap. And then you got to put ball bearings in them. Anyways, that's about it. All 316. Another $2,000 worth of 316 fasteners waiting. And here is a lot of the money goes for these 316 shoulder bolts. It's just the only way to really do it, in my opinion. You can't really use needle bearings easily, because needle bearings, number one, they have more friction in it, and if you want to be, there's hundreds of percent more. I think 4 times or 6 times the amount of friction as a ball bearing. There's a reason people use ball bearings. That's why. You know, you can just look at the coefficient of friction, or I mean, sorry, not the coefficient, but the it was posted in the last forum. These are yeah, they're all 316 stainless. A lot of Bolt Depot. I use Bolt Depot, Fastenal, and Grainger is a little bit more expensive when you need them. But anyways, the you know, to use ball bearings is the only way to go, in my opinion, especially when you're trying to get the most out of these old Nautilus machines. You just drill them out for ball bearings, It costs a lot more money, but it's the only way to really get them done. The other problem when you're using if you want to use needle bearings is that they have to roll on 60 Rockwell hardness or better. Those original shoulder bolts that Nautilus used were hardened, but they were probably in the order of 30 to 40 Rockwell hardness. A lot of people do it anyways, doesn't matter. Over time it will chew up the bolt. The other problem is when you use needle bearings without race sleeves, they're far from sealed, and the needle bearings will rust. There's nothing special about the needle bearing. They use hardened steel, but they're just steel and they will rust. So I like using sealed ball bearings for many reasons. They're just much lower in friction, and that's the way to go. Unless you want to take the cheap way out and just push in some needle bearings. I wouldn't do that. I didn't do that on anything and never had a reason to do it. So, any case, that's about it. Just waiting for some more stuff to come back from powder coat.